Motherhood is a world of endless to-dos and tiny hands pulling you in every direction. But before I dive into it all, I start my day with one simple, non-negotiable act. Putting me first, Lucius. Because how I care for me shapes how I care for everything else. Being a stay-at-home mom isn't just a role, it's a journey. A mix of tender moments, hard work, and dreams waiting to be chased. And I've learned that when I pour into myself first, I can show up as the mom, wife, and woman I want to be. But let me tell you, chasing my own dreams and goals while being fully present as a mom isn't easy. I just put some cartoons on for him. Usually I make his breakfast and my breakfast at the same time. It's already 10:30. We are late risers, and thank God my baby sleeps in. But I'm not in the mood for breakfast this morning, so I'm going to make his breakfast and then just drink some tea until then. But it's so worth it. I'm building a life I'm proud of, one where my child sees me not only as mom, but as a woman who dreams, creates, and grows. One thing I've learned, motherhood isn't about losing yourself, it's about evolving. And while it's a love story with my little one, it's also a love story with myself. Every morning, I take a little time to ground myself before the day gets super busy. It's not fancy, but it's mine. I start with my worship music, my prayer, handing over all my worries and thanking God for another day. It's my little reset that reminds me that I don't have to do this alone. I told you guys that I've included God in every single thing that I've done in my life, and having God as my helper through the long, busy days as a toddler mom really helps me to not lose my mind. Because if you have a toddler or are around toddlers, you already know what's up. So I give myself a pep talk. I tell myself that I got this, that I'm strong and I'm capable, and God has called me to be his mom. And it sounds cheesy, but let me tell you, it actually works. Then after I have my morning routine, I get the baby up from his bedtime and I make breakfast for myself as well, because the chaos starts because a nourished mama is a happier mama. When it's just me and my little one, we're watching Bible cartoons, we're laughing, and we're starting our day together in the best way possible, it's reminded that it's actually important to be intentional as a mom and to have that routine set for yourself so that you can show up with your best foot forward. And it's in these moments that our symbol reminds me that it fuels every single thing that I do. I got this Bible study book off of TikTok, and when I tell you that this book has been such a game changer for me, spending time with God used to look so different for me. I had endless uninterrupted hours in worship, just me, my Bible, and his presence. It was quiet, peaceful, and full of focus. I was talking about on my Instagram today how hard it is, or not necessarily hard, how difficult it is doing Bible study when you have a toddler, because toddlers really do think that everything revolves around them. And if you are not focused on them, Houston, we got a problem. Now, my quiet time looks a little more lively. Little hands are flipping through my Bible, asking questions in gibberish, and demanding snacks while I'm trying to read. It's not the same, and honestly, at first it was hard to adjust. I felt guilty for not giving God what I used to. But then I realized this is a different season, and that's okay. Whoa! I've learned to navigate the change by giving myself grace. God isn't asking for perfection, he's asking for presence. As the holiday season rolls in, I can't help but notice how different it feels as an adult. Growing up, Christmas traditions weren't really a thing for me. But now, as a mom, I'm determined to change the narrative, to create beautiful memories for my son, memories filled with joy, warmth, and meaning. This year, we visited a Christkindl market, and if you've never been to one, let me tell you, it's magical. Christkindl markets are traditional German holiday markets filled with handcrafted gifts, festive foods, and Christmas cheer. We tried these amazing German donuts. They were soft, sugary, and absolutely worth the hype. The market felt like stepping into a little European village, and it was a perfect way to kick off the season. As a family, we're working on building our own traditions. So whether it's decorating the tree together, baking cookies, snuggling up to watch Christmas movies, I want Micah to grow up knowing the magic and love that this season holds. And more importantly, I want him to know the reason behind it all: Jesus. Christmas is so much more than the gifts and the decorations. It's a celebration of Jesus' birth, a time to honor God and reflect on His love. I want Micah to grow up with that understanding, that the season is about giving, serving, and celebrating the greatest gift of all. While we're focusing on creating new traditions, we also took time to reflect on history. We toured a slave plantation home this month, and it was heavy, sobering, but so important. It reminded us of the resilience of our ancestors and how far we've come. It's moments like these that make me even more intentional about the kind of legacy I want to build for Micah. After the tour, my husband and I did what we always do. We turned a simple moment into a date. We grabbed ice cream, parked the car, and just talked. While Micah enjoyed his snack in the back seat, we reconnected. These moments don't have to be elaborate. It's about being intentional, about carving time out for each other amidst the chaos of life. This holiday season feels different, but in the best way. It's a season of creating, reflecting, and honoring. I'm building something new for my family. Memories filled with love, traditions rooted in faith, and a legacy of joy. And I'm so grateful for every single moment of it. Routines. Such a simple concept, but as a mom and wife, they've truly become my lifeline. They bring structure to the chaos and help me pour into the roles I love without feeling completely drained. One of the biggest things I've learned is how important it is to create nourishing meals for Micah. It's not just about feeding him, it's about fueling him, teaching him about balance and care even in the small things like food. And having a consistent routine, knowing what he'll eat and when, takes the guesswork out and keeps us both less stressed. Nighttime is probably my favorite part of the day. If we worked hard to get Micah on a night routine, now it's our sacred little window of quiet. We read Bible stories together, we say a prayer, and it feels like this beautiful way to end the day on purpose. And honestly, it helps me wind down too. Now, let's talk about the kitchen. You'd think I'd be a pro in here, married to a chef, but let me tell you, marrying a chef has spoiled me rotten. I barely even enjoy cooking anymore because honestly, how can I compete with someone who can make restaurant quality meals every night? My love for the kitchen it's taken a backseat, but I'm working on it because I know food is such a core part of family life. As a mom, I've also had to learn how to find meaningful activities for Micah. Growing up, I've loved reading books. I love playing games, and that made me think and create. Now, I want to find the same balance with him. Something engaging, but also fun. That's where the sensory box I'm making comes in. This sensory box is going to challenge Micah to concentrate and explore. It's such a simple activity, but it's intentional. And that's what I want as a parent. Parenting doesn't have to be perfect or overly complicated. It just has to be done with love and purpose. Doing Micah's hair has become one of my favorite bonding experiences. Growing up, getting my hair done by my Caribbean mother was, well, let's just say it was a mix of good, bad, and ugly. The pulling, the tugging, but also the love she poured into me during those moments.
Girl, that's the way it's gotta be. Without you, that just can't be.
For Black families, doing hair at home is more than just maintenance. It's history, it's culture, and community. I want Micah to feel that too, to know the love in every twist and curl.
No formula to this, baby. We got to work it out our way.
These moments aren't just about hair. They're about connection and legacy. I hope he carries that with him.
Oh, baby. I love it when it works alright. I've been waiting for such a long time for someone like you. I could never feel this way for another. Can't imagine no one else for a lover. You're my girl, that's the way it's gotta be. Without you, that just can't be. Yeah, I never wanted to commit, baby, but now you won me over completely.
So no matter what season you're in, whether you're a new mom figuring it out, a wife balancing everything, or just trying to get through the day, know this: perspective changes everything. When you trust God, your ability to navigate life expands in ways you never thought possible.
I could never feel this way for another. Can't imagine no one else for a lover. You're my girl, that's the way it's gotta be. Without you, that just can't be.
Routines build stability, love creates meaning, and God provides the strength to do it all. I have to go now, so we're going to talk about it more in the next episode. See you then. Bye.